Hi, my name's Mark Schmidt. I'm 76 years old. I'm originally born and raised on a farm in Wisconsin. Briefly went to the Navy, enlisted in the Navy on my birthday to stay out of Vietnam. Lo and behold, we picked up a ship in Mayport, Florida, and a couple cruises. We had orders for a Westpac. So I went, Navy, in Vietnam, the first cruise. So I got married the second cruise, and because of human placement and we needed warm bodies, exactly what they told us, I had to do another cruise. So I did the other cruise, and I was a little mad about that. And I'd say really mad because I tried to get orders for transfer, and is denied.
So you
But
did 3 tours?
two tours,
2 tours.
same ship, leaving Mayport, Florida. So they say, so I Googled the distance from Mayport to our staging area in the Philippines is 31,000 miles. Twice. Been through the Canal Zone, Hawaii, Guam, and in the Gulf of Tonkin. The second cruise I was already petty officer. I made E4 in 2 years, 4 months. I made E5, which is back then your field promotions were constantly, if you're in the war zone, you're going to be moved up because people are constantly coming and going, getting out, blah, blah, blah. And with me, I studied in a 50 caliber machine gun mount watch at night to get up from the deck force to the pilot house, where I'm now with the brass, the captain, XO, and everybody else, which I needed because my intelligence is I had attention deficit disorder when I was young because I hated school, number one. But now I advocate schooling, get all the school you can, read everything you can, and try to retain it. My problem with attention deficit, I wasn't retaining anything. So I had to go over, reread it, study, and test for charm. But that training to keep it up, do it again. If it's not right, do it again until it's right. My dad would say, if you're going to be a carpenter, be a good carpenter.
Yes.
If you're going to be a farmer, going to be a good farmer. So my backing is born and raised on a farm, shoveled manure, said in the Bible, and then went to an apprenticeship because my wife at the time got pregnant. I was going to study meteorology because I love the study of weather. But she got pregnant. I had to go to apprenticeship. I was working for a furniture company in Jacksonville, and the superintendent, a guy named George Wisman, said he saw my abilities and my size, because I'm pretty good size, so I could toe the line. I could bucket the concrete, dig the footings, and do the rest of it. But me, I'm like a bull in a china shop. I'm out there. I'm the first one in the job site. I'm digging footings already, and everybody's standing around. I'm already digging footings.
Let me ask you something, Mark. So you've been all over the world.
Oh yeah.
And how'd you end up here in Forest City, small town from?
Oh, it's a fun thing because I had a friend. I stayed in Franklin for about 6 months to a year, and I had a friend over there named Bill Aguilar, and I stayed because a friend of his girlfriend he met in Miami. He's from Miami. He lost a sailboat during Andrew. Andrew was a bad one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had horror stories. You were there proper for Andrew, and he had a 50-foot sailboat. It went out. He was out Fleming Key somewhere out there, and it drifted under a bridge. He had insurance on that sailboat, and it was totally destroyed. So he got a settlement with FEMA and bought a place up in Franklin.
Nice.
And his daughter was up there registered there, so he fit in. His friend, he was originally a cab driver in Miami.
Gotcha.
So anyway, and his friend And my friend the same, and she said, come to Franklin. So that's how I got to Franklin, North Carolina. And the people there are super, like here. The people here, as opposed to Florida, is from night to day.
Yes, sir.
I mean, everybody says hi. Like in my hometown of Wisconsin, you wave every day because you knew everybody.
Yeah.
But the same camaraderie in North Carolina is like in Wisconsin, which the scenery is about the same, the smells are the same, and I really like it. I want to buy property up here in Franklin. I know there's 4 acres on a mountaintop,
Nice.
maybe, but there's a lot of juggling because I'm trying to get my post-traumatic syndrome. I've been at it 5 years, and I have a good chance of getting my post-traumatic, which is the extra, my combined Social Security and it's pretty close to $5,000 a month. So now I can do like bucket list of Alaska. One of the places I got grandsons in San Diego, and I have granddaughters in Sarasota.
So from Franklin to Forest City, Mark, how'd you end up at the VA here?
Funny thing, I took a bus from Big Pine Key, Florida, Key West, to here. And the farthest it got to Franklin was Forest City.
Forest City. So
Over
you got
at
off the bus stop.
Way up at the,
gotcha.
it unloads up here at the convenience store.
Yeah.
And I said, you got a Uber? No. You got a taxi service? No. I said, so I asked the girl at cashier, I said, do you know anybody that could take my bike, 3 big bags? And she said, yeah, my friend Michael stopped by. He had a chunk of petrified wood in his back. He had a Ford Bronco. He put all my stuff in there and took me to the motel, the green one, whatever the name of that was. And I was bunking there until my cash ran out, and moved into the woods, and it started raining, and then oh my God, they got bee stung here and they got infection. So I was in a pretty bad way. And I went to the VA because this person that was staying at the Quality Inn, she said, go up to the VA's right up here. I said, I said, she could walk it? Yeah, you can walk it. So I walked to the VA, and I was one drowned, stinking, smelly. I still have that thing on the phone where they sent a picture of my ID to y'all up here, and you approved of it, and then I knew Chris was coming to get my stuff, and Chris just grabbed the stuff up. I don't care, let's get going, blow it. And I like that. I do like that. And took me off the ground and got me a hot shower, and I will never forget that. You will get paid back one way or the other.
Just help somebody out.
That's what I'm going to do. There's a couple of young men that want to learn carpentry. I've been asked to teach it in Keys because the community college, you don't need a master's to teach. They're having an apprenticeship program for plumbers, electricians, and they're needing tradesmen to teach. I said, 15 years superintendent, so I've been there.
Check with our local community
Yeah, I've
college.
done construction technology in Tampa too, so I have college. And my thing with, it's my way or the highway. When they tell you something to build, it's got to be right. I don't settle for nothing less. My theory is I will push for perfection, but if I don't get perfection, I'll get a close facsimile. That's all it's about right now.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've been here a little over a month now, right?
Yep.
And things are looking up for you.
Oh, every day I get something done with the VA. Even if I at the wrong surgery center and should have done the bus this way, I don't know. But I've got the schedules. I got my psychiatrist online, seeing him tomorrow. And I'm pushing for because there's a STEP program right now. I'm eligible for my compensation. But when I get my compensation, my license gets put back because it was run out because of my birthday. It was on. I couldn't afford to come from Big Pine up here to get a driver's license. So and I let my insurance run out. So I'm driving now, suspended license, and my I got my license in Franklin, and they run out because of my birthday. It expired.
So you're working on getting your license back, and
that's
transportation and housing.
And I've been in trouble in Florida, which is probably my temper and my trying to get paid back. Oh, yeah. I was in a miserable state. I found out my son passed away, and the only way I found out is online.
Sorry.
My son's wife and my ex-wife, I know there's a Red Cross. You could have got a hold of me. I was in jail a couple times, but when he's that sick. So this hate I had started up all over again. So what do? You medicate, beer, cigarettes, and you medicate because the rage I had. I wanted to do some demolition so I could take out my frustration because I've had this stuff. I've been married 4 times, and out of 4 times, I think the only 2 I love 2 of them pretty bad, but some of them were just convenient, whatever. Because I'm a pretty smart guy, and I know codependency and all that stuff. So,
what's this opportunity meant to you? You know, when you needed the help and serving our country and everything that you've been through and down on your luck at the time.
Yeah, well, it took me, say for instance, to get traded as an enlisted. Wasn't shot at. I was a blue water sailor. It took them 50 years because they contributed cancer now because of Agent Orange, Agent Purple, and Agent Blue that washed into the Gulf. We had desalination plant on our ship. We baked with it. We cooked with it. We had coffee with it. We drank it. The water, tainted water from Agent Orange, the defoliant. A lot of people don't know what this defoliant did. I want to explain because Monsanto is under investigation because it used to be Union Carbide made the stuff. What they did is they sprayed this on, it was a defoliant to take care of the jungle growth. What it does to a tree, once it's sprayed to a tree, that tree is accelerated in 20 minutes. It accelerates the growth and dies.
Wow.
That's evil. That is so evil. So they sprayed this everywhere. The Air Force did all the spraying and they coated it. I mean, the guys were soaking wet with this stuff. And of course, the ones that a couple of friends of mine died mercifully because at the time, the VA said, oh, wait a minute, we have to do some tests. So it's been 50 years. A lot has gone by, and you'll probably find some remnants in the water after 50 years. So this is a mentality that we guys had to deal with in Vietnam. 50 years to get treated, number one. Hello. Thank you for your service. So I had a couple of people say, welcome back. And that meant more to me than anything. Welcome back. Because when we went over, another problem I had was in Kent State. The National Guard was out, and these students, they killed these students at Kent State. Somebody authorized live rounds in those guns. And we're going like, we are over here fighting somebody we shouldn't be, 30, 40,000 miles from home. What are you doing? What are you freaking doing? And it's like, that's how we all felt. I mean, we heard the news and we're going like, this ain't right. So I have a lot of Vietnam friends and veterans that just said, to hell with it. I don't trust you. I'm not going to do nothing. I may be sick, but I'm not going to trust you again. Our federal government, period. So my place to retire is not Alaska. I got a place in, I think, Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm going to retire. With my pension, I'll live pretty comfortably.
Good for you.
So, and as far as starting a church, I cannot do that responsibility. I don't want that responsibility for people that are hurt and clinging. You know, I have a hard time myself to cling and show the strength that I usually show, because I'm a bull in the china shop when it comes to some stuff. And you have something to do. Let's go. Let's get it done. So anyway, that's my life in a nutshell.
Well, we're glad you're here and looking forward to your next chapter. And
Oh yeah.
you know, thank you for reaching out and allowing us the opportunity to be of service to you. And hopefully, you know, this opportunity will pan out to something.
Let me comment, like, not interrupting, but from my 76 years, it's been hard for me to make friends, male friends especially. Female, anyway, but male friends, we got a problem there. So you know what I'm talking about. Because you team up with a guy and he can't even spell his own name, or he wants to get high and do something else. And I've had partners that did that in the Keys. And the Keys is not the prime place to be a professional person, because a lot of people are, you know, from being Miami here, they come to hide, they come to get lost in the Keys. And most of them are on the run anyway. VOPs to North Superior. And it's just the way it is. But I pulled out a living, and any contractor that I work for, to this day, I can go back and get a job I want. I've never burned a bridge in my life, and never lied and shortchanged anybody in my job, because I told people, I love construction. I love it. And I had maintenance companies where I made good money. I had good customer contracts with one person in Sarasota. Sam Smolin was a Russian Jew transported from Massachusetts, and he had a lot of properties. He trusted me to take care of his properties, and I did my best. And he lived in Longboat Key. Oh yeah. So I've had the best of the best and worked for the best in Florida. But all my construction experience has been in Florida, some in Wisconsin, because when you're a farmer, you have to constantly change hats anyway. Yeah. Mechanic to welder, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's my life in a nutshell. Well, and I have no regrets, none whatsoever.
Welcome to Small Town Friendly.
It's Franklin and Four Cities, both are Fs.
Yes, sir.
So,
God bless you, Mark. Thank you.
You're welcome.